He rarely flops, stays away from cheap tactics, and clearly loves competing every time he steps on the court.
What he proved to me in this series is he is the best player in the National Basketball Association right here, right now. I mean, he just showed you, he did it. He did that against that team and that guy. That's I give it up, man. You got to say, here, you earned best player in the league status.
What more could a league ask for from one of its biggest stars? Jalen Brunson, winning the 2026 Bill Russell Finals MVP, wasn't just another award handed out at the end of the season. It felt like a massive shakeup in the basketball world and a direct challenge to long-held beliefs about what a championship leader is supposed to look like.
And you earned better than SGA status with those 5 fourth quarters that you played against 7'6". That's what happened. So congratulations to him.
I'm with that. I say most important person in basketball right now.
Yeah.
Face of the league.
Important is a good word.
Yeah.
He is. That's what he is.
He's the
face
best.
of the league, face of the league. Took
He's
it.
the face of the league.
Yeah, he should be the face of the league.
For years, the standard thinking around building a title contender was simple. A 6'1" guard without elite athleticism wasn't supposed to be the main force behind a championship team. That idea had been repeated for decades by analysts, executives, and fans alike. But Brunson flipped that script completely when he led the New York Knicks to their first NBA championship in 53 years, turning a long-standing basketball rule into old news. His playoff run was the perfect mix of huge offensive responsibility, ice-cold execution in the biggest moments, and a culture-changing impact that spread through the entire organization. When you stack his postseason resume next to the biggest names in today's game, the comparison gets very interesting. Brunson didn't just keep pace with the league's elite. He made a serious case that nobody had a bigger impact when it mattered most. The numbers back it up in a major way. Across a demanding 19-game playoff journey, Brunson led all players in scoring with an incredible 28.4 points per game, while also adding 6.1 assists and 3.2 rebounds. Even with defenses throwing everything at him, he maintained an impressive 47-36-85 shooting split, showing remarkable consistency under constant pressure. Then came the NBA Finals against a tough San Antonio Spurs defense, and somehow Brunson found another gear. Instead of slowing down on the biggest stage, he exploded for 32.6 points, 4.6 assists, and 4.2 rebounds per game. That scoring average ranks as the 5th highest ever by a player appearing in the finals for the first time, putting him in some truly elite company. What really separates Brunson from many other superstar players is what happens when the pressure reaches its peak. In fourth quarters throughout the finals, he became almost impossible to stop, averaging 11.2 points in the final period alone. He shot an incredible 59% from the field, 62% from three-point range, and 93% from the free throw line. Those numbers produced a jaw-dropping 71.4% true shooting percentage, turning Brunson into the ultimate clutch performer when every possession carried championship-level weight. In the final 2 minutes of games with the score separated by 5 points or less, Jalen Brunson showed exactly why so many people trust him with the ball when everything is on the line. He went 6 for 12 from the field and committed 0 turnovers, staying calm while the pressure was through the roof. That level of control was on full display in Game 4, where he helped drive an unbelievable 29-point comeback victory, setting the stage for one of the most memorable closeout performances of the entire postseason. To understand why Brunson's playoff run has sparked so much debate about the league's best player, you have to compare him directly to the biggest names in basketball. Start with Nikola Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the regular season MVP winners who spent much of the year at the center of that conversation. Jokic remains one of the most unique offensive engines the sport has ever seen, capable of controlling every possession with his passing and scoring. However, opponents have occasionally found ways to target certain defensive matchups, especially against elite perimeter creators who thrive in pick-and-roll situations. As for Gilgeous-Alexander, his smooth mid-range game and scoring efficiency make him one of the toughest covers in the league. But many fans pointed to one simple fact. The same Knicks team that defeated Oklahoma City went on to beat San Antonio for the championship. That naturally raised questions about how the league's hierarchy should be viewed after such a dramatic playoff run. Adding even more fuel to the conversation, Brunson closed the finals in spectacular fashion, averaging a stunning 37-point game across the last 3 contests while shooting 48% from the field and an incredible 52% from three-point range. It was a level of shot-making that had everyone talking. The comparison becomes even more fascinating when Brunson is placed next to stars like Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum. Doncic has built a reputation as one of basketball's most productive offensive forces, regularly carrying enormous responsibilities for his team. Yet deep playoff runs can place tremendous demands on any player, and maintaining peak energy on both ends of the floor becomes increasingly difficult as the pressure builds. Brunson, meanwhile, consistently delivered strong effort while maintaining his offensive production. Tatum brings outstanding size, versatility, and two-way ability. But like every superstar, he has faced stretches where opposing defenses made scoring more difficult. Brunson approached those challenges differently. He became a relentless half-court creator, attacking mismatches with sharp footwork, clever changes of pace, physical positioning, and elite decision-making. Just as importantly, he rarely sacrificed ball security or team structure while doing it. The strongest argument for Brunson's place among the game's elite came in the championship-clinching Game 5 on the road. With a title hanging in the balance and a hostile crowd desperate to force another game, Brunson delivered a jaw-dropping 45-point performance. He shot 14 for 27 from the field and added 13 free throws on 15 attempts, repeatedly putting pressure on the defense and coming through in the biggest moments of the season. It was the kind of performance that instantly becomes part of NBA history and had the basketball world buzzing. But what makes Brunson's championship run even more impressive is that it wasn't built on overwhelming size, unbelievable athletic gifts, or highlight reel dunks every night. It was built on skill, patience, and an elite understanding of the game. Every playoff series seemed to bring a new challenge, yet Brunson kept finding answers when defenses threw extra defenders his way and tried to force the ball out of his hands. Time and time again, opponents entered games with detailed plans designed to slow him down. It didn't matter. Brunson adjusted on the fly, attacked weak spots in the defense, and made winning plays when the Knicks needed them most. His footwork created space where there appeared to be none, and his ability to stay under control in chaotic moments became one of New York's biggest weapons throughout the postseason. What really caught the attention of fans and analysts was the confidence he gave the entire roster. When Brunson was on the floor, the Knicks played with a different level of belief and toughness. Teammates trusted him, coaches trusted him, and opponents knew he could take over a game at any moment. By the end of the playoffs, the conversation had completely changed. Jalen Brunson wasn't just a great player having a hot streak anymore. He had become the face of a championship team and one of the biggest stories in basketball history. That performance set a new New York Knicks franchise record for points scored in an NBA Finals game. And the degree of difficulty was absolutely incredible. Brunson wasn't piling up easy baskets. Possession after possession, he attacked one of the league's toughest defenses and knocked down heavily contested shots over San Antonio's towering 7'5" star, Victor Wembanyama, one of the NBA's premier rim protectors. What made it even more remarkable was how Brunson turned what looked like a physical disadvantage into a weapon. Using his low center of gravity, strength, balance, and high arcing release, he consistently created scoring opportunities against defenders who seemed to have every physical advantage. Even when the defense appeared to force him into difficult situations, Brunson found ways to convert and keep the Knicks in control of the series. But the case for Brunson extends far beyond points, assists, and shooting percentages. His impact on the organization helped shape the foundation of a championship team. At a time when many stars focus on maximizing every dollar available, Brunson made a decision that gave the Knicks valuable roster flexibility. His team-friendly contract extension in 2024 became one of the most important moves in the franchise's recent history, creating opportunities for New York to strengthen its roster and build a legitimate title contender around him. That flexibility helped the Knicks assemble a talented core featuring players like Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. More importantly, Brunson helped create a winning culture where everyone understood their role and bought into the same goal. The result was a connected, disciplined group that played championship basketball when the pressure was at its highest. In the end, debates about the best player in the world are always going to spark strong opinions. But championships, playoff performances, and clutch moments carry enormous weight in those discussions. Analysts and media personalities, including Bill Simmons, have already pointed to this title run as a historic achievement that dramatically elevated Brunson's place in basketball history. When a player leads the postseason in scoring, dominates the biggest moments, delivers on the final stage, and helps bring a championship back to New York after more than 5 decades, the conversation changes fast. Jalen Brunson has built one of the most impressive championship runs of the modern era, proving that elite skill, basketball IQ, leadership, and relentless competitiveness can still rise above everything else.